3 truths about the law of attraction. Today I'm going to reveal 3 truths about the law of attraction and how it works. And these are 3 truths that you must know in order to use this principle to make your lives better. All right? So let's get into it. So the law of attraction. What is the law of attraction? How does it work? Hopefully, with these 3 revealing truths, you'll have a better understanding and you can be able to take advantage of it and use it to course your life in a better and more productive way. So let's begin. I'm going to say these in no particular order, but let's go. Number 1, the first truth about the law of attraction is you must always get what you think about the most. Let me repeat that. You will always get what you think about the most. You will get it as an experience or either as a reflection through people, situations, or other things. So let me give you an example of what that means. So whenever we think of something, our minds are always thinking. We're always feeling and thinking things. The mind just can't stop thinking. But you have a decision because you can become aware and you can take course of what you think. Many of us, though, we do a lot of unconscious thinking, automatic thinking. We just let our minds roam and think. So let's say if you're thinking consistently about what you do not have or what you lack, that is more consistent. That's what you will get from the law. That means your energy or the vibration you put out must attract situations or people, places, or experience for you to have it. That's just how the law is set up. That's how the universe works. That's a truth that many of us do not quite understand. All right? So let me repeat it again. What you think about, here's a key word, the most. Most means the dominant thought. You're not going to get everything you think about. Why? Because some things you just can't focus on. So when you think about something and you focus on it the most, you will get that. So let's, for example, if you're thinking about being successful, if you're focusing on your dream or you have a vision or you want to create something and you keep seeing it every day, you think about it every day, guess what? That's what you will get. 100% guaranteed. Because where focus goes, reality creates. So that's a truth that you must know about the law of attraction. So only think about what you want. All right? Number 2 truth about the law of attraction. Here it is. The law of attraction is impartial. It is not prejudice. It does not know your age, your color, your race. It does not care. The law of attraction gives everyone what they put out the most. Goes back to what we talk about in number 1, what you think about. So the law of attraction works this way. It is a fundamental force that operates and distributes according to a vibration. So it doesn't see age, it doesn't see your name, doesn't see your status, doesn't care about any of that because it is impartial. It is not intelligent. It cannot think. It only picks up vibration. So that explains why you can have someone who is dishonest. They're not a very good person, but they may be living a great life because they are focusing on what they want. The law of attraction gives them. It also explains why you could see someone who is a good heart and is a good person, but they are not living what they want. That explains the law of attraction. It does not judge and is impartial. Very important to keep that one in mind. You need to know that because if you start to judge and look at other people and say, man, how come he's getting it and I'm getting it? You're creating what you don't want. Remember, go back to law number 1, the truth number 1. If you're focusing on what you don't want, that's what you'll get. So that's an important truth to understand, that it is impartial. So that's good for you, right? So that means now you don't have to have any status. You don't have to be wealthy. You don't have to have connections. You don't have to be this to get that. It's fair for everyone. That's right. The law of attraction, everyone is all game. It's fair for you. You can go get what you want, and it's always infinite. That's a very, very important truth right there. All right. That's the second one. And here's the third truth about law of attraction. This one I believe is the most important because the law of attraction has been getting kind of a weird rep. It's described as something mystical, magical. It's pseudoscience. It doesn't have any basis in actual science. Well, here's a news flash. Within the last 40 years, we've known more about our universe and the mind than any other time in our history. And this is through quantum physics and just how technology has advanced and discoveries. So now we know, guess what? The law of attraction is actually scientifically proven. That's right. The law of attraction is now a scientific fact. It's not pseudoscience. How do we know this? We know this now through neuroscience, our brain. We know that our brains and our minds, they give off frequency and vibration. And we know these vibrations exist in the universe through quantum physics. Everything vibrates. Particles vibrate. You vibrate. You give off a vibration. Even in your heart, you have a vibration right now of an electromagnetic force 6 feet out. Everything vibrates. So now we know that this law is a universal law similar to gravity, wind, anything. It is a scientific law. So the law of attraction has scientific backing. Again, it is ingrained in the nature of reality. So how beneficial can this be to me? Well, it should be very beneficial for you, because now with this new insight and knowledge, you can take the doubt out of your mind that it's not going to work, or I don't think it's working because it's pseudoscience. No more. Evidence shows it. Now let me show you quick detail or quick review of how the law of attraction works from a scientific prospect. All right. So we are electromagnetic beings. We know that through science, epidemiology, neuroscience, and quantum physics. Every single human being has a cell. Every cell has a molecule. Within the molecule, everything vibrates. It gives off a resonance frequency that goes out into the universe. That the law of attraction is that fundamental force that attracts or brings things to you based on your vibrational pattern. We recognize this through quantum mechanics, and we observe the particles, and we know that they can attract and they come together. They even become entangled. I'm sure you heard of quantum entanglement. They even become in a superposition state. That's all part of that law. So that's what we call it, the law of attraction. I mean, it could be a different name. I mean, if you think about it, it should be just the law of maybe gravity or the law of energy. But we call it law of attraction. But it is a scientific purpose and aspect. So with that, that tells us that you are a walking, talking, vibratory state of energy. You are always talking to the universe. Not in your language, in your feelings, your emotions, and your thoughts. You are giving off billions of bits of signals right this moment. And they're all going in, and the law of attraction is picking them up and tuning them in. So when you see your life going good, you're doing good with the law. If you see your life doing bad, there's a time for you now to start to focus only on what you want, because that law will give to you everything you pick up or you vibrate more frequently. See that? So there you have it. Now you know 3 truths about the law of attraction. Now with these 3 powerful information, now you can use these to advance or to trigger, right? Or to kind of adjust your life now to apply them and make them work. So the biggest point of all of this, here's the grandest scheme, the grandest part of all this. This is what you need to know. Check this out. What I've just said to you is that we live in a universe that's infinite. And based on what we can control, which is our thoughts, you can intentionally affect a fundamental force in science to bring you whatever you want in your life. Think about that. You can affect the reality and bring you whatever you want in your life. Through what? Your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. And what else? By being aware and focused, and then using your conscious thinking mind to keep it positive, and it will come into your life. That's the whole part of this. Those three truths are primarily gauged on that fact. There you have it. The 3 truths about the law of attraction.